Alright everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Overly Modern Repentance. Today we're gonna hop in as Keeper because he's like kind of a cool guy. Keeper's like a weird character. He is definitely one of my favorite characters in the game. However, I'm also not good at the game and I've been getting notably worse over time because like I play less now, and you know, because like before I streamed it too, right? So I'd record and stream. Now I don't stream it, which means I'm just playing less, getting worse. Plus, while I'm in the process of fixing my sleep schedule, I now record like just a little bit after I wake up. So I'm interested to see, you know, like just to prove that we're already playing wrong. Been forgetting to put down the pennies. So if we find a self-sack room, we hurt ourselves a lot. Wait, what is this? Is children's fund, right? Donations are now mom's dressers. Now, how mom's dressers used to work is they were infinitely bombable, which means they were basically the old school donation machine. I actually really want to try to save up for that, because if that is the case, if we ever get a golden bomb, we can abuse the hell out of that. We'll have to see. I don't know if they still work like that. I believe that is what they used to do. But I also think the item used to say something about it in the tooltip. This was potentially changed when the no, it couldn't have been. Maybe I have no idea. Okay, I have no idea. We will see though. Question of the day. I don't have I even asked what your favorite. I don't think I've ever asked what your favorite character in Isaac is. If I have, it was probably like I'm forever ago. I'm talking like in the early days of the 34 character streak. So we got a lot of new people anyway. Let's go with that. Who is your favorite character in the Binding of Isaac? If you want to give me a tainted and a non-tainted, go for it. If you want to give me just one split between the two or a mod, I don't really care. However you want it. It's a question, right? Answer it to your heart's content. I would say my favorite character is also someone said something about the Good Trip mod missing icons. I uninstalled and reinstalled it, and it's not like you can't really install the wrong versions of mods, which was suggested. I don't think, at least like, it's not like installing mods in manual process anymore. You go to the Steam Workshop and you hit download. So if there's supposed to be things there, damn, I don't really care, if we're gonna be honest. It's like, oh no, I can't see that this is the shop. Like, even when I'm holding this up, there's still the mini map in the top right, so I can kind of piece things together. Yeah, so we'll take this. I don't really even remember what the other parts of the item were, but I do remember that it gives us dressers, so that's all that matters. But yeah, this is my favorite character in Isaac. I think Keeper is just, like, really nice. Like, look, he has a 1.2 times starting damage multiplier, which, for those of you who didn't know, that's obviously really cool and really good. He has triple shot, and listen, I'm a big fan of triple shot, especially the new triple shot that's actually, like, tight and all the shots hit. Very nice. He has the wooden nickel for health, and while having only, like, two hits a room seems bad, he's basically, like, a Lost, but, like, I don't know if he's a little better. Lost is pretty damn good. Like, Lost is also up there for me, because he's the Lost, except he doesn't have Flight or Spectral, but at the same time he has triple shot, right? And also health generation, meaning he can get hit several times in a room. Because I can already get hit twice in this room and be fine. Bam, now I can get hit 4 times in this room and be fine. Like, that is how simple this character is. And obviously other characters you can be like, oh yeah, well, like, that still sucks, because, like, think about playing any character with health. You can get hit, like, a lot of times in a room and be fine. Yeah, but then, like, you lose the health, and losing health as this character is only very temporarily scary, since you just get the health back anyway. But speaking of, like, pretty good stuff, we got a fucking Tears upgrade, so I'm super happy about that. Tears upgrades with this character, they're, like, one of the best stats you can get early. Obviously, damage is really nice, too, because you do have that damage multiplier, so not only do you have triple shot, meaning if you get a damage up, you're already affecting 3 tiers at once, meaning that your damage is going to go just way up. You're affecting 3 tiers at once at a 1.2 times damage multiplier. So, like, it's pretty good, right? Like, I really like this character. I think this character is super solid. He's definitely my favorite. Tainted Keeper used to be up there for me. I'll be honest. I got over the Tainted Keeper hype that was first, like, I feel like everyone loved Tainted Keeper when he first came out, and I still feel like a lot of people really like Tainted Keeper, and some people really love him. I don't really love him anymore. I don't. He's not bad, and I do like him. We should probably start leaving coins in the ground. But yeah, I do like him. I think he's cool. It's just like, don't take pills. Okay, don't take pills because they could have a health dam. But yeah, I do like Tainted Keeper because he's fun, right? Like, he is the embodiment of I get very strong, but I die very quick. But, like, I prefer both the Tainted Lost way and the Lost way of handling it, if I'm being honest. I don't know, like, I do like him. I don't know, it's just weird, right? I just am very fucking bad at the character, and when you're very bad at the character, you tend to like them less, right? So, like, I don't know. I've been enjoying him less as of recent memories. Let's see how this works. We're gonna bomb it. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, small. Oh, they updated it so it's a small fucking. Okay, so it's basically it's an old donation machine now. I'll be honest, right? I only bought it because I thought it didn't break. Now I'm gonna assume even if it breaks, we can find another one. So, in my head, by the way, this is like apparently like the most controversial like fucking topic in all of Isaac history, and I think the Isaac fan base is like such babies for not being able to like. And it's to this day, people still get upset at people talking about this. And here's the thing, I don't really care, because if people get upset at me, you know what I do? I take their comment and I shove it up the YouTube algorithm, and I just get more clicks because of them. So thank you. But yeah, so like, I still am 100% of the belief that the donation machine change was so fucking stupid. There's people that are, and there's two sides to this. Some people are like, oh, what, are you just such a fucking baby? You can't even handle the difficulty change? Blah, 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 blah. What, are you not okay with a free item on the first floor? Listen. Short answer, no. I think it's, dude, this is not going well. We're gonna pop this. Short answer is, I just think while it needed to be nerfed because restock machines are getting added back, and if you could get a golden bomb to get up to 99 cents most runs, yeah, okay. However, and then there's the argument of, oh, it was always used for unlocks. But like, do you not realize that it's had that functionality for like ever? That it's had the ability. Ooh, Fettered Heart is really good. It had the ability to like, you know. Oh, we're fighting Satan. Oh, so he paid for this for nothing. Okay, so now we're just gonna fight Satan, I guess. That's really good. Turns out we didn't need to pay for this. I actually don't know how this mod works with Tainted Keeper and how Devil Deals cost money. But there you go, he's dead, so that's fine. They just got a Satan fight in for no reason. But yeah, so like, it's always been used to the point where like you can put money in it and take it out. And so many roguelikes implement the same thing. Like, even think about just roguelikes like what's it called? Bullets per BPM, bullets per minute. They have a bank system, and I know other ones do too. I just don't play enough roguelikes to remember the names of any of them. But like, other roguelikes do too, and it works perfectly fine. It's not broken. The problem was being able to bomb it infinitely was an issue. However, limiting it to bombing it once is just annoying. Because, and especially with how little money it takes out, like, you put all this money in the machine. I am not kidding. On my main save file, this one doesn't count for the overly modded series because obviously, this is Dead God, and I started with 99 cents in this save file. But on my main save file, when the donation machine update rolled out, I had about 350, maybe 400 cents in the donation machine, which back in the day, you know, the good old day of they didn't do that to us, that would go away so quickly. Like, you could get rid of that in, you know, a reasonable amount of time. It wouldn't be like 2 runs where you were then like, oh boy, I'm out of money in my donation machine. But you would have to fill it back up, and I actually enjoyed that process. I thought filling it back up was fun. Like, you had something to micro every run, because eventually you'd be like, okay, when do I deposit my money? I have not deposited money once, and I am 100% serious when I say I've not done it once since the update rolled out. And I just hit below 100 cents in my main save file. Like, and by just hit, I think I mean 2 days ago, maybe. So, come on. Like, there's no point behind donation machines now. And having a feature that, I mean, by the way, I mean, for donating, obviously you can still bomb them. It just seems like such a waste. The donation machines are there and they exist. And then, like, the whole point is that you donate to them. The only point behind them now is you get that small luck upgrade that I think is just chance based, but I could be wrong. There might be like it might be an X amount of cents thing, but a small luck boost and you get the angel boost. Those are both valid things. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have come in here till we knew we got a fucking coin. Those are both valid things, obviously. Like, I'm not trying to argue that. It's just like, it's so I don't know. They nerfed it into the ground was the problem. And now some people even say it's super strong, so you get that huge boost of money. And it kind of is, it is strong, but I still really think the way it was handled was so lazy and was just the devs' way of going, oh, this is a problem, we need the easiest solution for it. And I think that's typically how the Isaac devs handle any problem in the game. They're kind of just like, oh no, this is bad, let's just put a little band-aid over it. Okay, it's good now. And then they're done. And it's like, okay, well, I really just feel like there's more you could have done there. Like, Sun's Sewing Machine, the Sewing Machine chain. Okay, I actually really like this because sewing machines are super good. But, like, I just think the best way to handle that, in my opinion, would have been more of like a, when you bomb, like how my donation machine works literally right now. Ooh, Chaos is so good. Where when you bomb it, it has a chance to break. And then that's literally it. Like, I think that's all you need to do, where you bomb it and it has a chance to break. That's the end. I think that's fine. I think there's nothing wrong with that. I don't think that's a broken, like a good 2 to 5 cents. And I know some people are like, oh yeah, but now you're spending like fucking 5 bombs to pay for an item. Isn't that, but come on. But like, they're also the same people that go, man, you just like, man, you just don't like, how broken, how the game isn't broken anymore. It's like, yeah, I think honestly the donations are pretty strong right now. I just also think they're really lazily and not well designed. Because like, I would rather be able to get a few cents every floor than have to get like all my money up front and then that's it. Like, I don't know, it just seems smarter because it's like when you win the lottery. I think you have the choice of like getting it paid all up front or getting it paid, like, I think it might be monthly. And to be honest, in my opinion, the right choice there is monthly, because then it's like you have an income, right? You have an income that is just going to give you money every month. You'll never have to worry about it. You're not going to overspend. You're not going to do all this. And the same applies to Isaac. But you have no choice but to get all the money up front in this. And I think that's really dumb, because I would much rather have the ability to, like, save my money for when I actually need it. You know what I mean? And because when I bomb the donation machine, what I'm going to do, because that is my typical spending habits in Isaac are, once I have money, spend the money, because that's what we were taught to do for all of Isaac, because we could just get more money, right? And I know that I just need to like adjust with the times, right, and get more used to it. But now whenever I see that I have a lot of money and there's something I want, I'll just kind of get it. Also, we're just gonna take this luck penny, so in case I like forget to come back or something. But like, yeah, I'll just be like, okay, well, I have this money, this is really good, it'll help my run, and then I buy it, and there's something else later on, especially in modded, which, oh boy, modded makes this 10 times worse, because there's like 3 million things that you need money for. Like, there ends up being so much stuff that you're like, oh, I could really use money for. Like, you have sewing machines, you have the machines that give you freaking, what's it called, like, familiars, like, just random stuff like that, and even just those two alone, I think it's like 15 cents a familiar, 10 cents an upgrade. So like, for one fully upgraded familiar, if you're buying it that way, it's like 35 cents, and like, that's a lot of money, right? I've been thinking about grabbing a mod that changed it back to the old donation machine, just because like I like it better, and I think the ice community does a bad job, because like, the thing is, and even though I'm obviously clearly on the side of I don't like the donation machines, if you do, in my head, it's just like a good for you moment where I'm glad you like the donation machines, because someone should. Like, someone has to, right? Or else, like, what the fuck? Because if no one likes it, then it's very clearly a pointless update that the devs were really stupid for doing, right? But if some people like it, then at least someone gained something out of it. So like, I'm definitely happy with it. Like, I'm happy that some people like it anyway. But I just like, I feel like most of the Isaac fan base doesn't understand that concept, and we need to get better at that as a community, because the amount of fucking just straight bickering I see in the community 24/7, it's annoying for sure, because I think for the most part we're better than that, but I feel like there's just select, because I think a majority of the Isaac fan base doesn't do this, by the way. I do not think a majority does this at all. I just think there's a select few, and it's so much easier to hear them over anyone else because they're being extra fucking annoying, right? I think they just stand out a lot more, and I think we need to get better at sort of either drowning those people out or straight up getting rid of them. Like, if I ever see someone being extremely toxic in my comments, usually not even about me. If people like, I'm okay with people leaving hate comments. That's completely okay. I mean, when you do YouTube for any time long, like if you get more than like 10 views in a video, eventually someone's gonna leave you a hate comment, right? And it really doesn't bother me. However, what bothers me is when people will continuously come into my comment section 24/7 complaining about every little thing, whether it's about a mod or blah, blah, blah. Like, if you do that, well, especially about mods, saying like if I upload 3 videos and like they're all about mods, and all you say is like for each mod, like, oh, this is really shit. Like, come on, that's like so fucking bad, and not in the way that's like, oh man, that that could definitely use some work. I think this item would be a lot better if this. Not in that way, just in like yeah, this fucking sucks, man. You're so bad at like developing mods, man. What a loser. Like, sir or ma'am, sorry. Maybe you can program, right? And if you can, you feel free to leave some helpful advice on how to fix the mod. Because obviously I don't even make mods. These aren't about me. These are just about mods. Well, I feel free to leave some helpful advice, and then say what can get better in the comments. But that like most of those people are just like, oh yeah, everything sucks, man. What a fucking bad mod. And they'll do it for like 6 videos. Not a great item for a little Gertie, by the way. They'll do it for like 6 or 7 videos in a row, and eventually I'm just like, just stop, and I'll hide them from my channel so they can't see it anymore. I don't think that's kind of worth. I think in this situation with playing Tainted, not playing Tainted, but playing Keeper, we're gaining money. Like health is money already, so might as well make health more money. You know what I mean? But yeah, so like. I do just end up hiding people from my channel if they are too much of a bitch. Reoccurring in the comment section. Also, there goes 15 cents. There goes 15 cents. Okay, we're out of money. Then again, we'd be close to death right now if we didn't do that, so. But, yeah, if they're gonna, like, keep reoccurringly do that, just on, if they do it once, if you just have, like, a very strong opinion about a mod, and then you get pissed, and you're like, oh, damn, and then you complain about it, I'm not gonna, like, that's fine, right? I actually, there's obviously a specific person in mind, by the way, in case that isn't clear based on how I've given specific examples, but, like, this person, they just kept doing it. And, like, I would even reply to their comments. I didn't just, like, not say anything, right? I was even replying to their comments. Ooh. Fettered hosts are, like, really overpowered, because you can just shoot them, and maybe I should let the mod creator know, but I don't know. I feel like that is unintentional. That doesn't seem like the kind of thing that's supposed to be there, but I'm also kind of really happy it's there. Because, like, hosts suck, and giving them, like, that makes them suck less, right? So, I don't know, I kind of like it. But yeah, that one person, it was just like, why? Like, I replied to her comments, and I'm like, why are you always, like, why consistently? Like, what's wrong with you? Like, just stop. And then, like, he didn't say anything for, like, a day, and I was like, oh, boy, yay. He's finally learned to just shut up. And then it was like, never mind. Like, the day after he proved me wrong. It was very sad to see. And, like, those are the members of the community that I'm just like, dude, what the fuck? Like, it's not the community as a whole. It's just some standout people like them who just need to make everything as toxic as they can. And it's very annoying. Now, obviously, the thing is, this is not an IZ community problem. This is an internet problem. This happens for every community ever, blah, 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 blah. But I just feel like we can do better than that. I feel like we can do better than people that are complaining about legitimately every little thing, especially my least favorite thing is when people complain about mods. Like, I understand. What I like is when people say, man, this kind of sucks, right? Here's a bit, like, here would be a better way to go about that, and be suggestive and, like, help. Like, if you think there's a genuine way a mod can improve, I love seeing people say, hey, this mod can be a lot better if you do this. There's nothing wrong with that. You are actually, like, probably a pretty cool person. But, like, the amount of people I'll see complain about mods and be like, wow, this mod's complete shit. Wow, I can't believe this is so bad. Oh, that's tempting. Oh, we can't do it, though. We can't do it, but I would like to do it. But, like, do they not understand that this is, like, simply a fan-made project that someone just, in their free time with no pay or anything, said, hey, I want to do this because I want to do this? Like, if you don't like it, it doesn't affect you. Like, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. You watched a video on it, you didn't like it. If you're not liking it even like halfway through the video, that's typically when I'll just be like, okay, I'm checking out, right? If I don't like something and I'm about halfway through a video, that's when I'm just like, all right, I'll stop watching it. But like, you go out of your way, you finish the video, you watch the whole thing, and then you just need to talk about how shit it was. When like, yeah, and not once again, not in a helpful way either, because there's helpful ways to talk about how shit something is. Also, we haven't seen like a goddamn dresser in our entire lives. But, like, there's helpful ways to talk about how shit something is. That's obviously a fact. But, like, they'll just sit there and go, yeah, this fucking sucks, wow. And, like, you're not getting the mod, clearly, right? And if you're not getting the mod, then I don't think it matters what your opinion is in the slightest. If you... Because it won't affect you. And I think that's something Isaac sorry, that's obviously not true. I think that's something some members of the Isaac community need to realize it's not gonna hurt you, man or woman. It doesn't matter. If you don't like the mod, you know what? Great. Just don't install it. I just don't get it. People like I don't I complain a lot about Isaac, obviously. I often complain about how I feel about the game because I do think there's so much things that need improvements on the game. I actually think it's so much more fair when people complain about the base game than mods. I'll also complain about mods saying, "Well, this is fucking stupid," but I'll usually do it in like a joking way and make that clear. Like I'll be in the middle of a run, or I'll point out like, for instance, the Ipecac community mod. It's not installed right now, but that was due to some crashing issues, and I need to fix some things. But I want to get it back on because I do like it. Ipecac community mod adds these mimics, and what I'll often say about the mod when I'm complaining about it is, man, I really, really, really fucking hate these mimics, and I wish I could turn them off, because otherwise I really like this mod. And, like, that's it. Just saying, yo, like, I'm not a big fan of this part of the mod. I wish there was a way to turn it off. And the thing is, there is a mod config menu, so hopefully one day there gets added the way where you can actually turn it off, but I don't know. I'm not sure about that, but still. That's, like, the worst I'll get. With the game, I obviously talk about a lot wrong with the game, but I truthfully think there's, like, a lot wrong with the game in terms of Isaac. I think the development of the game, I feel like they got lost at some point. Like, they had a really good thing going. And I think Isaac, the thing that, and this won't be true for everyone, but I think the problem is there's two sides to the fan base, and they forgot about one side of them. Isaac drew in some people because it was this challenging roguelite, and, you know, people like challenge. And then it drew in some other people, and this is the team I'm on, right? It drew in some other people because of all the synergies and how wacky the game would get, right? Because consistently your game would just get completely wacky and destroyed. Your game would lag. You'd have a great time with it. But they kind of forgot that that's like it's okay to have fun. And they took out a lot of the wacky funness of the game in favor of them making the game harder. And if you don't believe that, then I mean, it's definitely true. And now they're working on polishing the game, making it feel like, I guess, like a full, complete title. But, like, having game breaks and stuff and having all this fun was, guess what, also, it's sad to see Eden's Blessing as well. We like the tier rate. We're never going to see the item from it because I make my thumbnails in the save file. But I don't know. It's just like, what is this? Hold on. I'm trying to check that right item without dying. A scalpel. Makes you shoot tears in the opposite direction. From the front, you shoot frequent shot bloody tears at deal. All other weapon types will still be... I don't care, man. Just give it to me. I'm trying to learn. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Anyway. But yeah, it's like they seem to have just given up on wanting to please that side of the community, which sucks, because listen, I don't think I'm bad at Isaac. Okay, I think I have my occasional moments where I'm bad at Isaac, but I think in general I am not bad at Isaac. But I do somewhat enjoy the challenge occasionally. But I still want to be able... Also, this did make our run infinitely worse, by the way, especially with Stranger Tractor. But occasionally, I just want to have fun. Like, I want to enjoy my run. I want to be able to just fucking break the game and go wild with it. And I think that's such a big, joyful part of Isaac, that they're just continuing to try to get rid of because they're like, oh no, this is broken and they'll win the run, so we want to get rid of it. Oh no. If you get this item with this item, then you win, and you can break. If you spend like 2 hours choosing to break the game, you break the game, and we don't want that to happen. It's not like these are game breaks that you can accidentally fucking do, right? It's not like blank card Yarrow, right? It's not like you're gonna break the game if you don't want to. They weren't a physical break in terms of you would get this combo and then you would die. Also, we're gonna lose the run because of Scalpel, so we need to find a way around this ASAP. I would remove it, but this is I did this to myself. If we had already known what the item did in the past and we were just taking it to test, I would have, but we didn't know what the item did, and I made this choice, right? So I don't know, but yeah, so like, I don't know. It's like it was never actually broken, right? Because if you didn't want to break the game, guess what? You didn't, and no one was fucking no one forced your hand, right? Obviously, it was sort of optimal to break the game because, like, you could, so why wouldn't you? But, like, you didn't have to, and you can't tell me you had to because you definitely didn't have to. But the dev team seemed to treat it as, because of this, the fact that you could break the game was broken, right? When that's not even close to true. The game had its fucking issues, but god, dev team. Like, by the way, as you can see by the coins, that's how our current run is looking. It's not good. Oh yeah, also, forgot to mention, this dresser can drop between, not between, but it can drop nickels, dimes, lucky pennies, any type of penny in the world this dresser can drop, which makes it so much stronger than a donation machine ever used to be. Oh, this brings me back right here. This right here feels good. But yeah, I don't know. It feels like, okay. Okay, judging by the amount of money we get out of that, I feel like it doesn't come back, but we'll have to find out. Okay, we'll never find out. But yeah, I'm just not a big fan of the direction they decided to take this game. Now, on the other hand, it is obviously their game and completely up to them. I just feel like there are ways they could have appeased both sides of the fan base, because having game breaks and having all these, well, I'm gonna say fun things, because I do think they were really the bread and butter of Isaac, and I think they were I think they were the best parts. Okay, I truthfully do. Having all these fun things is not an issue inherently. If these fun things are forced upon you, like the only way to win is by doing these, or blah blah. It's like Greedier mode, right? And also, to talk about how fucking stupid it is, they'll nerf the shit out of everything, but like in Greedier mode, D20, and some people don't agree with this, and I don't understand what they mean at all. D20 is also, that guy literally spawned on top of me, and if you want to rewatch that and prove it, you can go look at that. But D20 in Greedier mode is still legitimately an instant win. Like, I'm not saying that in like, oh, it's like sometimes it doesn't work. Yes, it can physically not work occasionally. But if you stick with it, you'll win with it. Like 100% of the time. As long as you have the skill to get through like a floor without taking damage. That's all it takes. And they'll literally leave a method, and the worst part is you can get a fucking D20 in the first shot. So they'll leave a method where for an entire game mode, for any character in the game except for who doesn't have hearts? Who doesn't have the heart drops? Isn't it Keeper? Yeah, Keeper. So for every character in the game except Keeper, who already inherently has an advantage in Greedier because his health, he's the only character who gets, except like Lost, but he's the only character who gets free health in Greedier. So, well, no, okay, it's 1 cent per health, okay? But, yeah, like, for every other character in the game, D20 is a break. Not even just like a break, but a win. That is kind of, that I would say needs to be patched out. That's problematic because that's a 1-item break, and we're dead also, by the way, but like there was not much we could have done there. That's a 1-item break, and it just sucked. That run was literally abysmal, by the way, in case you couldn't tell. Our damage never went up ever, and I mean like ever. A Strange Attractor wasn't great to begin with, but then getting that fucking scalpel item, which we'll never take again, by the way, it completely boned us. I would like to just record another one and not upload this one, but like, I'm not gonna. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you please, and I'll see you next time.